Turning to a deadly shootout in Uptown, an innocent driver's windshield was shattered and bullets flew into a nearby apartment. The violence took a twist when the victim tried to carjack another driver.
A crazy story. Reporter Mark Becker has been working with his CMPD sources to try to learn more about this. And Mark, he also spoke with a woman who was very close to that suspected gunman when this went down.
Yeah, Scott, she's only 23 years old. She didn't want us to show her face or use her name, but she told me she was in the parking lot here off of West Trade Street about 2 o'clock on Saturday morning when all of a sudden that shooting started.
It was just boom, 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 and she said that I just kept repeating, they're shooting, they're shooting, they're shooting.
She told me she was sitting in her car talking to a friend on the phone when she heard those shots and then saw the shooter walk right in front of her and keep firing.
I kind of remember feeling like something hit me, and like, it must have been the glass, but I didn't even realize my car had got shot until I had already got out of it and then came back. I was ducked down the whole time.
When she got up, she saw just how close 3 of those bullets came.
It got the windshield, on the top of the car that went through the top of the car. It grazed the roof and then in the door jamb, and that one got stuck in the door jamb.
She also didn't realize until police got there that 20-year-old Brandon Christopher Clark had been hit and killed, or that moments earlier, police say Clark had tried to carjack a man here at gunpoint.
Apparently the suspect was having difficulty, that's why he stayed on scene.
Captain Chris Dozier wouldn't talk about the motive for the shooting, but one scenario is that Clark and the shooter may have had an altercation earlier, and that Clark was desperately trying to get away when he attempted that carjacking. But bullets don't need a motive, and one of them shattered the sliding glass door in a nearby apartment. Fortunately, no one was home, and fortunately, no one was in Brenda's car with her, or another one might have found them.
Thank God I was by myself that night, because if somebody would have been in that front seat, it would have been a completely different story.
And again, the shooting happened in the parking lot right here, but that bullet that shattered the window is over there in the view, so very close here, and police are hoping that surveillance camera from that building or some of the others will help them identify that shooter, but so far, nothing. Scott?
All right, a disturbing trend in these stories happening in Uptown. Mark Becker for us live Uptown tonight. Thank you, Mark.